Alright guys, what's going on? So real quick at the beginning of this video, I just wanted to drop on and let you guys know that the drop is now live, our Black Friday drop. It'll pretty much go on this whole week, so go ahead and grab yourself a hat. They got these new embroidered hats, as well as our first sweatshirt drop, first hat drop, restocked all of our sizes, small up to 3X, and our t-shirts. All the stickers are restocked, everything's ready to go. 909 Speed Company right now. Down in the description, click that link, check it out for yourself, pick yourself up a hat, sticker, a t-shirt, or sweatshirt. And jump on it quick, because it never lasts long. I try to keep a stock, and it never lasts. So if you want to pick something up for yourself, make sure you get there fast and grab it for yourself. Maybe go there, grab it, come back, whatever you got to do. But thank you guys a ton for your support. It really means a lot. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's play a little game. So I daily drive project cars, and what that means is when one breaks, you have to fix another to have something to drive. So I've been driving the Foxbody as my daily. The steering rack has been blown out of it, so I've been driving my truck. My truck now has a mysterious engine noise I have not found out yet. So I have to go back to fix the Mustang so I have something to drive. So what we're going to do right now, you wouldn't believe it right now, it looks like it's midnight. It's actually 6:40. Time change in California makes it ridiculously difficult to work outside because it gets dark so fast, and it gets light at like 4 a.m. But I'm going to drive the Fox down to Sean's house. We're going to install a new steering rack, and then I'm going to put some camber plates and some new coilovers in that car. So finally, the front end, suspension-wise, should handle properly. So there's a bunch of stuff we're going to do in this video, and we're going to carry it into tomorrow. But the one thing I want to get done tonight is the steering rack. So I'm going to head down to Sean's. I have not started the Foxbody in like 3 weeks because at basically any moment I'm worried the inner tie rod's just going to rip out of the rack and I'm going to die. So it probably will be a pain to start, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. I don't think this car is going to start. Or it's going to take a while, let's put it that way. I'm so confused. I don't know. What? It runs like perfectly. This makes literally no sense. This car has always started like crap because the idle air control and the TPS both need to be recalibrated really badly. I mean, you can see it's still it's running a little bit funky, but like it's running and it fired right up. Before, every time I would fire the car up, the thing would just instantly die, and it would take me like 5 tries to actually get it to like hold a decent idle. So I guess that's how you fix Foxbodies. Let them sit for 3 weeks and then it'll fire right up and run beautifully. I don't know, maybe the computer reset itself because it's sat for so long, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna try to show this since I still have some sort of light. Let's see if I can get under this. So basically, car still goes straight. Car doesn't turn until I get like here. It's really hard to show. Let's see if I can show it in Sean's driveway better. Let's see what Sean's up to.
I can't touch it.
Almost had it, yeah.
I can't touch it, but it fits. That's the only important part.
Wow, look at this artwork. What you got going over here?
Oh, you know, in case you were wondering what's wrong. That's fun. That is no good. Dick.
Whatever no bueno is in Spanish.
Bueno no.
Bueno no. Big fabricator guy over here.
Yeah, people don't always follow that these days, bro.
That'll offend a lot of people, I'm sure. So I guess 1 month, well, it's been way more than 1 month, but what was that, like 5-month follow-up on the LMR kit in the front? I mean, it's nice. The only thing I would recommend was when you get any sort of cheaper rotor to paint the inside of this thing, because you can see it's all rusty all the way around it. It looks like crap inside the wheel well, so. We're getting all new brakes for this car, if you can imagine that. They're way nicer. Probably worth more than the car, so we're not going to bother fixing this. We're just going to kind of move right along because our actual issue has to involve further inwards. So I'm going to start kind of looking into what I actually need to do because I've never done this before. So yeah. Alright, so, oh frick. Why do I do this to myself? Why couldn't you just get a normal car, Craig? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take these lines off, which are probably the only size I don't have, but whatever. Oh, no, we're good. Oh my god, dude, it's so greasy under here. how to strip that. So 3/4. I need an 11/16. I'm an idiot. I already knew that and I didn't grab it. Oh, hopefully the camera can see this. If not, I apologize. This line was already loose, like a lot.
Like way too loose.
Well, there's an O-ring on this one and it looks like the O-ring's blown out, which is why there's so much grease and oil all over this thing.
All right, it's gonna pop.
Okay. Think about it, hit the ground, came back up. Ah, yeah.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, your rack's totally supposed to be that loose. It shouldn't bounce like that. Nice. This kit even came with new cotter pins.
Wow.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
All the fluid that didn't come out of that.
The fluid's clean.
Oh, the f it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's a dark brown.
What color is it supposed to be?
Light brown.
That is, well, it was light. It got a little darker. It's fine.
Oh, it's milky.
She's two-tone. It's fine.
Oh, it's clearing up a little bit.
And that's all that was in the whole thing. That's going to the power steering pump, dude. That wasn't very much fluid in general. Steering rack delete. Oh, that goes all nice. Oh yeah, like that. So if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck. So these bushings are not the right inner diameter for the bolt that goes through. I think it's like the lower camber. So what I ended up having to do, reuse the old bushings. So basically, gotta pound these brand new bushings out, which sucks. Hate doing that. I go and pull this guy out. Take the original one, which actually is in pretty good shape regarding the way the rest of the rack looks like. You can see the end of that thing actually doesn't look too bad. Just kind of gross. So that'll basically pop right in, like so. Our bolt spacer thing fits perfectly. We'll bolt it all back together. I'm tired. It's not even 10 o'clock, so it's really not that late, but technically it's like 11, I guess, really.
Yeah, because daylight savings time is stupid.
And then I have new tie rod ends, and then I'll basically throw the whole thing back together, re-bleed it real quick, and we'll be good to go. So, yeah. Alright guys, sorry, it's really difficult to film. I actually just cleaned my hands, I doubt you could tell. But they're clean, fresh and brake clean. But rack is in, that was a big pain. So you can see we just reused the old bottom bushings. I don't know why the rack didn't come with the proper size bushings, but part store stuff, I guess. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, lines are on. Sean went ahead and put this tie rod on this side, so that guy's all good to go. Everything's way tighter, which is awesome. So, but then again, that would be what you would expect with a new rack, right? So hopefully it drives halfway decent. It always had steering play, but it just got worse and worse as I drove the car. But yeah, this rack is like trash. So I don't know if I showed the old rack. So this is basically what I just pulled out of it. Absolute junk. So these are, you can just hear that. I mean, they shouldn't, that's, yeah, junk. I can tell it's already empty. You can hear it whining. Yeah, I gotta start it, bleed it, start it, bleed it. But no play, huh?
Not a single bit.
Oh, yay. I'm actually gonna have a half decent driving car. Look at that. Well, I drove it and it drives a lot better. The one thing I noticed though, so look at the way that this tire's pointing, and then we come over to this side. This thing's really got a lot of toe out. I can feel it too. The thing wants to like steer left and right. It doesn't want to go straight at all, so I gotta put it back up in the air. It's because when the spindles were straight, the suspension was drooped out. So basically, as the suspension came up, the wheels went outward. So that's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. All right, alignment is mostly fixed. I don't know, I towed it in a little more on this side, so the wheel might be straight. I doubt it. I don't really care. I just want it to be close because I'm gonna get the whole car full aligned completely. I just need to make sure it drives decently straight, so I'm gonna go drive it around. Oh, it definitely handles a lot better. Everything's a lot tighter. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's so much better. It's hard to show on camera, but it's actually like it doesn't have any play anymore. Who would have thought, right? The wheel's pretty straight. I mean, it's a little off. Well, take it. Not too bad, but yeah, it's actually direct now. Car actually turns, so that's cool. Man, I'd say this thing's almost ready for its first autocross event. I mean, look at this. Again, doesn't show it very well on camera, but this thing is like way, 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 way better. Oh my God. Doesn't drive like my 61 four-wheel drive anymore. Look at that. All right, guys, just did a little rough alignment, went ahead and drove it to the car wash. You can see it's actually like semi-clean now, which is impossible to keep this car. But the next thing we're on the list is go down to Michael's and put the coilovers in. He's gonna be working on the T-Bird in his truck, I believe. Then I can adjust the camber and the caster and actually fully align the car. And I have a steering wheel puller to make sure the steering wheel can get centered and actually take it to an alignment shop and put it on a rack, because that's one of the biggest things. The alignment on this car has always sucked. So the rack's now good, the car drives way better. But before I go down to Michael's, I got a couple things I gotta check off my bucket list. The first one being the rubbing issue kind of thing we got going on up here. I keep knocking this inner fender liner loose, and so it keeps rubbing on the tire, and it's like pretty much, you can see it's like shaved out now. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing there. I'm gonna re-roll the fenders too. You can see this corner's pushed in. It's not straight on the bottom. It's kind of kinked in a little bit. So I have a fender roller that I'm gonna use. I used it on all four corners, but I didn't do it enough in the front. And you can see on this side of the car, you can see on this side, it's actually chewing into the tire like really bad. So that needs to get addressed. I'm gonna go ahead and start it and actually crank the wheel the other way, because it only really rubs that direction. So I think it's actually cutting in right here, which you can see on the bumper. So I think that guy right there. Yeah, we're gonna fix that problem too today. I'm also pretty sure, as you can see, this thing keeps falling. I've had this in the trunk since I bought the car. Way too much effort to put it on, so I think I'm gonna put it on now. Because I used to have to just do this the whole time, every time. You clamp it that way, which sucks. So, yeah, I have no clue how to take this off. I imagine it can't be that hard, right? Nice. Alright guys, just got to Michael's house, put the Fox up in the air. We're doing some front suspension work to Michael's truck. We're going to bend the beams. You probably noticed in the Arizona video, I think has some wacky camber going on. So what they're doing right now is he tried some drop brackets, but for whatever reason nobody seems to make, I mean for a reasonable price, a drop bracket for this style truck and this year and two-wheel drive. Everything else is four-wheel drive, or it's for like OBS trucks. So because it says kingpin beams, it's a big pain, but because it's a forged beam, we're going to heat it up and bend it, which is what you can do with these. So we'll fix the camber that way. But on this thing, we're going to go ahead and finally put it in my fuel coilovers that I got with the car. Not really sure too much info about them, to be honest. I think the part number's on it somewhere. Yeah, they're just right there. So go ahead and throw these guys on. They were with the car when I got them, and then we got some camber caster plates, and hopefully then we can fully align the car, and then it won't drive like crap. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the wheel back off and start getting after it. No, but it's holding the scrub, but give me a couple of minutes to... Oh, that was way too easy. Okay.
See, maybe I'll use my McDonald's rewards and go get something free.
Now you're thinking like a real car guy. $5 grand for wheels and tires. Psh,
Go get free food.
free food. Nice. McDonald's too expensive. Gotta get the free McDonald's. Now you're thinking. I like it. I'm using your whole head. Got it.
Right here, hit the ground.
Oh, it hit the ground. Me over here with some hammers and impacts and not a torch yet. Michael skipped. He skipped that step, went straight for the torch. Nice. All right, so in theory, I just realized these have Maximum Motorsports camber caster plate caps on them already, but I don't have Maximum Motorsports camber caster plates, so we're gonna go pull those off and use these ones just temporarily. I just got some cheap SVE ones. They're nothing too crazy because I didn't know what I was gonna do with the car yet. So we're gonna go and take the camber caster plates, start getting that figured out. I think there's a couple things I gotta drill up here. I'm not really sure, I haven't put these in yet, so I'm just gonna go through the steps, start putting these bad boys in. But there's a lot of washers, and they're saying shims and washers. So yeah. Oh, that's low. See how far apart they are? Still? Ugh. I have a feeling these are on a drift car, so it's gonna be like...
Nice. Oh my god. Nice. 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 Nice.
She's still not even close.
Dude, that thing is literally dumb. It's not even ride height though.
Yeah, it is.
The car has to get set down though still.
Coilers don't do that much. It's got the weight of the jack on it, dude. Yeah, that'll work. I know you guys can't really see anything, but I'm driving this thing around right now. These coilovers are very, very good. Like, I'm very impressed. I was thinking this was going to be like my old Focus, where it just pretty much catches air every time you're driving it. But like, realistically, this thing drives very good. The dampening's very good. I didn't adjust them at all, so I don't know what they're at. But they came off of a car, so I knew that they were decent ride height. Seems like it's maybe a ½ inch lower than it was, so I might have to adjust that. But I pulled the front spacers. I had a 1-inch spacer off, or I had a 1-inch spacer on, and I pulled those off because I was worried that it was going to poke out a little more. So yeah, I did that, and then yeah, doing a little test drive home. Gonna get it aligned on Monday, and then we should be ready to rip this thing. All right, well there you have it. So that's a lot better. Coilovers are way better. Camber caster plates way better, and then the steering rack, massive change. I'll be flat honest with you guys. Didn't want to drive it because I could straight up kill me. That's one of those things where the inner tie rod was so blown out on that rack that if that inner tie rod separated from the rack, one of the wheels would have went hard right or hard left, and whatever I was next to at that given point or whatever speed I was going would have pulled me that way, and I would have crashed the car instantly. So that was something to where I literally could have died. Not something I want to deal with. So that's why I wasn't driving. That's why I was driving the truck. But my abuse on the truck has had other plans. But yeah, that's way better. So I'm gonna actually do the TPS and a couple other adjustments to actually get it to run right in a future video. But yeah, right now in terms of the driving, I just gotta drop this thing off at the alignment shop when I actually get a moment to breathe and I can actually do it. So we'll get this thing aligned this week. But our Black Friday drop is now live. Hats, sweatshirts, stickers, t-shirts, all that stuff is in stock at the moment. So make sure you get down there, click the link, go to the website, pick up yourself something that does not last very long. I try to keep a stock, but it never stays in stock, so make sure you jump on it. But with that being said, thank you guys a ton for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Let me do a thing down in the comments. A like on these videos really does mean a lot right now. Subscribe if you are new. And we'll have some future stuff coming with the Foxbody, as well as hopefully this week I'll dive into the engine in the F100 and tell you guys what happened with it. See you guys.